18 years ago, four mates got together to form a new kind of band. They shared a musical and educational background.
The Wiggles kind of came about through meeting Anthony and I meeting at university, I guess. I just remember the first day I met Anthony, and we kind of we hit it off because we had a lot of common sort of experiences, I guess, and also at university, the course that we did, there was maybe 500 people, of which 5 were guys, so you kind of gravitated together a little bit. And then I guess towards the end of university, Anthony had the idea of doing an album of music for children, and we kind of went from there, really.
Now, nearly everyone knows the Wiggles. For nearly 2 decades, they've been entertaining children and their families all over the world. They're on the road over 26 weeks a year and star in countless DVDs and TV shows. The energy never stops. The show always goes on. But what are the Wiggles really like? This is the never-before-seen look at life behind the scenes as they go on a tour of the Australian capitals. We'll find out all about Anthony, Murray, Jeff and Sam. Meet their families, visit their favourite places and discover what makes them tick. All the thrills, spills and surprises as we spend 4 weeks on the road with the Wiggles. After a month-long tour of the USA, the Wiggles return to their hometown of Sydney. They've got a week here before the Australian tour begins. Time to recharge the batteries.
When I'm off the road, I love to spend time with my family and just spend time at home because we're travelling so much. And one of the great things about that is I just like to relax in a coffee shop. And this is my local coffee shop, and it's they know me here. I go and sit down, and they just put the coffee in front of me. It's really great.
Well, welcome aboard the SS Murray Agnes. This is my boat that's named after Mum. And we're in Leichhardt, which is Sydney's little Mediterranean. You can see Greek and Italian fishing boats out in the harbour. It's a beautiful, picturesque place. As the home of the West Tigers, the greatest sporting team, rugby league team in the world. Well, that's what I call them. It's paradise.
Well, I grew up in Casino, which is in northern New South Wales. The beaches were about an hour away, so we'd travel that distance to go for a surf. But now I live in Manly, and the surf it's right here. You can't always catch a wave, but it's really nice just being out in the water.
Well, I grew up in Wagga Wagga. So nice they named it twice. It was a fantastic place to grow up, a very family-oriented city, and everybody loves their sport in Wagga. It's a very big sporting culture there. And then I moved to Sydney, and I live around here actually, right near to Darling Harbour, which is fantastic. When we come home from being on tour, really great to be in the heart of it all and really close to cafes and restaurants to meet up with friends.
From slow to go, there's nothing like the beginning of a 28-day tour to pump the energy levels. The cast and crew of 30 arrive in Perth.
Well, a normal touring day, I don't think there is such a thing as a normal touring day because every day is really different. You don't know what's going to happen.
What numbers, everybody?
It's a big touring group, so of course sometimes there's confusion about who's got what room.
Maybe there's an extra room.
I'm 11. Oh, this is 11.
As tired as everyone is after a long day's travelling, the morning before the first show always begins early.
We usually meet down in the foyer about 7:30. Get coffee if we can, wake ourselves up a bit.
Good to sleep. I love coffee. Coffee's my real indulgence. In the mornings, maybe I have 4, 5, 6 before the first show, and then after that I take it easy. Oh, lead me through the door. Hook there! After the show, we do meet and greets with children who've won some competitions to meet us. And then we go over the set list, see if we can make the show better than it was the day before. And then on stage we go.
We usually hear the safety procedures because we've got to look after our staff and look after ourselves too. Then we'll have a sound check, run through some of the songs. We might have a rehearsal if it's early in the tour. You know, a bit of sitting around backstage. Then it's time for the show, and that's the exciting part and what we look forward to every day.
Hey guys, we have about 10 to 15 minutes.
Thanks, Lee. It's a very taxing show. You know, I'm over 40 now, I'm 44, and I just try to keep myself as fit as I can. I'm probably the fittest I've been in my life, actually. For me, the dressing room, the time backstage is to get yourself ready, get your uniform squared away, and it's a big effort for people to come to the shows, you know, with their prams, and, you know, the strollers, the nappy bags, all those sort of things. Food, it's a big effort to take little children to a show, so we want to give them the best show we can.
And right now it's time for some hot potato, cold spaghetti, and mashed banana. Guess what? It's coming up right now. Here we go. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato, 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 potato. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. 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 Spaghetti, spaghetti. Spaghetti, 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 spaghetti. Oh. Give it out, give it out, give it out, give it out. Mashed banana, 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 banana. Give it out, give it out, give it out. Give it out. Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, 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 potato. Well done, everyone. Give yourselves a big clap. Woo!
Well, Murray is Mr. Rock and Roll. He loves his bands. He loves going out to see bands. He's got something like, I think, 40 guitars, and that's increasing by the day.
Well, I was born in Cowra in New South Wales. It's a little country town, about 10,000 people, and I lived there till I was 8 with my family, obviously. So I started school there, and we had a great life there. It was in the 60s, and so there was a lot of freedom in the sense that it's a country town. We had the kind of run of the place, I suppose. We had bikes and we were allowed to go all over the town. I think it's a little bit different now, especially for children living in cities. There's probably more dangers than there was in where we lived. That was great. And then when we moved to Sydney, I did my last 2 years of school in Sydney. My father got transferred again and got lots of great friends from that time too. So I feel quite fortunate in a way. I had a few different experiences growing up.
Murray's a very fashionable guy. As we travel around, he finds shoes and shirts that you would never see anywhere else.
Murray is like a throwback to Carnaby Street in the 60s in England. He's Mr. Fashion. He's Mr. Fashion rock and roll. You know, like dresses like the Beatles in the Rubber Soul era, or Sgt. Pepper's or something like that.
Yeah, well, the guys often give me a bit of a not a hard time, but, you know, about the way I dress, and I guess it all goes with being into rock and roll. I've never kind of really grown up in that sense, so I like to dress up.
He's always late, always late. We have an expression on tour: "You're only as late as Murray Cook."
And today, Murray's late for an award ceremony.
In Adelaide, we're giving a lovely award for performing to over 150,000 people at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre.
Today, these guys become the most successful act in the Adelaide Entertainment Centre's history.
They make you feel fantastic because that means over the years people have brought their younger brothers, their younger sisters, their younger children to the shows, and they like the show so much they'll come back again. And if people are coming back, it means you're doing something right.
Perhaps one of the reasons the Wiggles are so successful is the show is always fresh and happening, no matter how many times it's been performed before. Great ideas often come on tour, sometimes through mistakes.
There's a song called Fruit Salad Yummy Yummy where we employ these blow-up, these inflatable fruits which we throw around on stage, and Captain Feathersword happened to throw it through there's this little hole in this castle, blow-up castle that we have, and he happened to throw it into the hole, and it was like fruit basketball. So ever since that, we've maintained this whole aspect of trying to get all the fruit through the hole.
Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy fruit salad. Let's make some fruit salad today. It's fun to do, it's the healthy way. Take all the fruit that you want to eat. It's gonna be a fruit salad treat. The first step, fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy fruit salad. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. Yummy, 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 yummy fruit salad. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy fruit salad. Fruit salad.
Well, Jeff, I've known Jeff, I've been touring with Jeff for probably 25 years now. I was in the Cockroaches with him, we used to tour around Australia. Then we went international and touring around the world with Jeff, and I got to know him pretty well. He's a lovely guy, and he really is a sleepy, laid-back personality. His passions are surfing around Australia and the States, and also playing Scrabble. I mean, when you get on the tour bus, he's straight into his Scrabble. So he's not exactly the most wild guy you'll ever meet, but he's a lovely man, Jeff.
Jeff is probably the easiest guy you'd ever meet. He's very rarely flustered or gets angry, or he just kind of goes along.
Well, Jeff's extremely easygoing. Everybody would say that. But the one thing he does in between sleeping, of course, is he rides his fold-up push bike that he takes with him everywhere we go.
So he probably sleeps a lot because he's so tired from all that exercise he's been doing.
Being a Wiggle is one of the greatest jobs in the world, although I really wouldn't call it a job. It's really a hobby. I get to play music and play music with my friends, like Anthony, who I've known for almost 30 years now. Plus we meet parents who have always got something really positive to say about what the Wiggles do for their children. I also get paid for sleeping on the job.
2 weeks into the tour, the Wiggles have already done 62 shows, often 3 a day. But wherever they're performing, some things never change. Like Ben's hair, for instance. He's a dancer in the show.
If you've ever wondered how he keeps that hair in place, he uses more hair gel and hairspray than most hair salons you could visit. Not that I ever visit, I'm a barber sort of guy, but Ben He uses so much hair products.
Ben's not going to stop until every hair is perfect. And there's one other thing that never changes on a Wiggles tour. Whether they're at Madison Square Garden in New York City or on the road in Australia, backstage is pretty much the same. Chaos.
When you see, like English Country Garden, for example, you see it on stage and everybody's, calm and beautiful, sort of ballet moves or wonderful choreography, it's wonderful. But if you saw what happened backstage before the song, it is bedlam.
The dancers especially are frantically changing clothes, trying to make sure that their next costume's ready for the next song.
Backstage between songs is really frantic. You could be looking for the props that you have to take out on stage or your costume, and there's lots of people involved, so it really gets really busy.
Of course, when they come through, it's like, I was ready 3 hours ago.
And here comes the party.
Country garden. I'll tell you now of some that I know, those I miss you surely. Pardon. Daffodils, heartsease and phlox, meadow sweet and lady smocks, gentian, lupine and tall hollyhocks, roses, foxgloves, snowdrops, forget-me-nots in an English country garden.
Insects come here and go in an English country garden. I'll tell you now of some that I know, those I miss you'll surely pardon. Fireflies, moths, gnats and bees, spiders climbing in the trees, butterflies drift in the gentle breeze. There are snakes, ants and stings, other creepy things in an English country garden.
How many kinds of sweet flowers grow in an English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, those I miss you surely. Pardon. Daffodils, heartsease and phlox, meadow sweet and lady smocks, gentian, lupine and tall hollyhocks, roses, foxgloves, snowdrops, forget-me-nots in an English country garden. Robin, don't forget the robin. Robin, don't forget the
And a big clap for the Robin. And let's all wave goodbye to the Robin when she dances.
No one in the audience would have known that during the number there was an accident on stage. Mario sprained his ankle. It's a very painful injury. But Mario's due back on stage within minutes for the next number, and he doesn't want to
Would
miss it.
everybody mind switching on their mobile phones? Would you dim the lights? Here comes nighttime.
Dancers are like athletes. They're just as fit and just as tough.
Here they come.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a dark
That's Mario dancing on screen right.
sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little little star. How I wonder what you are. How I wonder what you
I grew up in Lalor Park in Sydney's outer west in a housing commission house with 7 kids. It's great fun. We had a really good time. Played rugby league, the boys. There was 4 boys, 3 girls. The girls played netball. And then I lived in Kellyville and then eventually made my way to Balmain. I got into music basically through my mum, who encouraged us to play violin or just play an instrument. Dad helped us out too. Mum was always surrounding us with music, and she was always encouraging us, you know, if you just play something, get involved with music. It's one of the passions and joys of life, you'll find.
Well, years ago, Anthony was the Bachelor of the Year, but now he's found a great partner in Mickey, his now wife, and now he has 3 children, and I think now he should be the Father of the Year.
Anthony's very energetic. He's very constantly thinking about ways to, improve things, and that's what he's like on the road as well. He really brings an energy to the cast and really makes everybody really want to improve themselves and improve the show and make it the best show we can possibly do.
I guess I often think Anthony's like the heart of the Wiggles. He's, he comes up with a lot of the ideas. He's really energetic and driven and enthusiastic, and he's a great motivator. He's really good at getting people to do what he wants them to do, and usually that's a positive thing in the Wiggles.
Sometimes it's a surprise, even to the Wiggles, how well they're known. As the tour continues around Australia, they're constantly treated as old friends by people they've never met before.
Well, being recognised is a good thing. You realise that you're a part of people's daily lives, and really when people recognise you, they're just so amazed to see you, and all they want to do is tell you how much you are a part of their daily lives, and really just want to say hi, which is just fantastic. It's a really positive thing that we get to experience with the parents and also the children that we see on the streets.
It's usually the parents that recognise you, because the children don't really recognise you as being a Wiggle because you're not wearing your coloured shirts.
You'll be in a restaurant and people recognise you, and they're usually pretty good. I mean, they'll come up and just say hello, and sometimes they'll want autographs, which is fine. And
maybe the chef will come up and say, "Hey, my nephew likes you guys. Can you sign something for us?" It's always pleasant, you know.
As long as you can eat your meal, it's fine.
In the street where I used to live, I'd have teenagers going by my house at the early hours of the morning calling out, "Wake up, Jeff." But I've since moved from that area now, and the neighbours have to put up with it.
We were in Adelaide and we were going out for dinner. We usually go out as a group for dinner. And
a group of teenagers, just young adults really, 18 years old, just turning 18. We got a photograph before they went out and celebrated their 18th birthday, and it was kind of like a coming of age, and they enjoyed that they could look back to when they were Wiggle fans, and it made us feel very old, I guess the word is.
We were walking through Rundle Mall, which is the mall in the main street of Adelaide. There must have been a heavy metal band playing somewhere, and there were these kids coming through who were fans of that band, and they were all in black, and they had crazy hair and studded belts and the whole look. And they saw us from a distance actually. They were a fair way up, and they just got so excited and kind of sprinted towards us, and
they looked like they were going to attack us. They came forwards, and I got a little bit scared, and I thought, what are they doing, And but in the end, they were real Wiggles fans.
They were genuinely excited, and it's quite amazing, and it's funny how teenagers can be quite cool, and they were particularly, I suppose, cool teenagers, and all that cool just dropped away when they saw the Wiggles, and they kind of became 6-year-olds again, and they were really excited about seeing the Wiggles.
Mum, look what I'm at! Mum, look!
The Wiggles have entertained many children who have now grown up, and some of them are actually in the show. Claire was 3 years old when she made her first appearance.
One of the great things of this tour was seeing Claire, my niece, come on the road with us. She's a really lovely person, and I'm very proud of her to be related to such a calm, talented and real quality person. Of course, being the uncle, I was asking her all the time, have you run home? Have you checked, with mum or with dad?
I saw mum yesterday.
Call home.
I will.
Claire brought a real youthful exuberance to our tour, as well as incredible maturity for someone so young. She's a lot more mature than her uncle, I must say. That's me.
Out came the rain and washed the spider out.
Another dancer, Fernando, has always been a Wiggles fan. Here he is at 12 years old.
Because we spend so much time together, sometimes each person's style rubs off on whoever they're hanging out with at the time.
As happened to Fernando and fellow dancer Mario, who by chance arrived at breakfast wearing the same clothes.
Sing now.
Where's my one?
The young cast adds so much to the Wiggles show, constantly amazing everyone with their exuberance. There couldn't be any finer gentlemen than Fernando and Adrian leading this number in Canberra.
Two fine gentlemen met in the lane. Thou most politely bow once again. How you do? How you do? How you do again? Who's a lovely day?
Two fine ladies met in the lane. Thou most politely bow once again. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do again? Oh, how lovely it is to see you.
Two tall policemen met in a lane. Bow most politely, bow once again. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do again? Really know.
Two little schoolgirls met in a lane. Bow most politely, bow once again. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do again? Let's get to the end of the lane.
Two little babies met in the lane. Most politely, once again. A big clap for the babies, everyone, and everybody playing dress-ups. Come on, baby. Come on.
Sam is a great guy. I mean, he's the new Wiggle, and he'll always be the new Wiggle, so we give him a bit of a hard time about that.
Well, Sam's the new guy, but he's fitting in really well. He's does the singing mainly, of course. But
he's got a fantastic opera singing voice.
He comes from a theatre background, and one of his passions is musical theatre. So Sam will, like Murray studies the rock and roll and guitars and things like that. Sam's right into what the latest Broadway theatre show is. He's the first to see it.
He's just recently been married to Lynn, who was a dancer with the Wiggles.
And he's enjoying kind of an extended honeymoon, travelling the world with his wife in the touring company.
Sam's been with us as one of the Wiggles for only about a year now, and we're still kind of getting to know him. But Sam's really intelligent. He's great with technology and things like that. He knows all about computers and how they work.
Anyone on the road gets troubles with computers, he's the one that will fix them.
He's a bit of a computer geek.
The Wiggles tour only has a few more days to go, but it's still fresh and energetic. One of the things which inspires both cast and crew and puts everything into perspective is the courage and humility of some of their fans. The Wiggles always like to do something special for children who are doing it tough, especially those suffering from illness.
It's a very humbling experience to see that you're part of a little child's life, especially a sick child, and you can help them bring a little bit of comfort to their life and a bit of humour, a bit of laughter and a bit of smiling when they're in so much pain or sick. And over the years we've met some wonderful children at the hospitals and who've come to the shows, and a lot of them have got better and some of them didn't get better, but we're kind of grateful that we met these great children, their families, their mums and dads who go through so much because their children are sick, you know, and we really remember so many of the children we've met because it touches our hearts, and it's what it's all about. In Adelaide we met little Katie, who was in hospital for 4 months. She had something like 9 operations. And her first words were "door, door," which is Dorothy, you know.
It's the
Dorothy on your shoes and on your top. Dorothy everywhere.
I hope she remembers and I hope she comprehends, but the photos, they last forever. She's improving and she's finally learning to talk, which is great. And Katie the other day learnt to say wiggle, and I was very, very excited. It's really special to have that because they saved our sanity a lot too through the really tough process by entertaining Katie when she was so upset.
Well, let's get a picture, Katie, and we hope you enjoy the show.
That's all right, I'm
A big clap for Jake in the big red car, everybody!
In the front seat of the big red car.
Meeting little Jake again was an honour for us and his wonderful mother and father, who are going through what no parent should go through, and that's a child that is looks like terminally ill. A lovely boy. Mum told us a story that he heard the Getting Strong video and he started getting up and exercising, which is really good for Jake.
Since that day, he started to take a few steps by himself. He started to walk longer distances. And now he's walking.
You know, on stage it might look like we have to be happy as we can be, but after little Jake was in the big red car backstage, Paddy, Captain Feathersword, he was Captain Feathersword, all the dancers, everybody, there was tears everywhere. It's very sad backstage for us. On stage you've got to be happy and, you know, without a care in the world, but it was heartbreaking for us, but also beautiful to see that family come to the show and get in the big red car and Jake smiling and taking a bow and Dad, with tears in his eyes, Mum with tears in her eyes, and we were all with tears in his eyes. It was a very bittersweet moment.
Jake, did you have fun in the big red car? Did you like it? It's good, huh? Everyone was waving to you.
Jake, you were the star of the show. Everybody loved you.
Yeah, they all loved you.
I think as soon as we get home, that's all he's going to want to talk about, meeting the Wiggles and, talking about them all.
So what time's dinner tonight?
Just 3 more days on tour, and Anthony's hit the city he loves almost as much as Sydney.
Melbourne's the place to go for me on tour because it's Mickey's family and the incredible dinners that Peter, and Angela, Vicky's parents, put on the traditional Greek food. Angela makes her own dolmades, and I could eat a whole box of them. So I'm always pinching them off her.
I'll check another one.
No.
Just another
No, you never do.
And Peter's always making sure everybody's eating.
Please help
Tomorrow's the
yourself
weigh-in.
with everything and bring the meat in, okay?
You can bring, like I brought Jeff once along, and he sat Jeff down, and Jeff was full, but he still had to eat, you know, so.
And chicken? I'll go with a piece or two. Come on, mate.
And the
More wine?
I've had so much to eat.
That's a good steak.
It's a real traditional Greek hospitality. They're wonderful people, and it's a beautiful family that I've become part of.
And now the team are back in Sydney for the final concerts, including a benefit for UNICEF. As the Wiggles attend the launch, their manager Paul receives a message on his mobile.
Hello, Paul. It's Jimmy Barnes calling. I'm in my deathbed. I've got the worst flu I've ever had in my life. I don't know if I can sing. Could you call me back? Thank you.
As Jimmy Barnes sees his doctor, the launch continues.
The Wiggles have a fantastic history of support, of embracing important causes that go right to the heart of our human story.
The Wiggles have joined UNICEF as Goodwill Ambassadors, and we're so proud to have them on board. It's just fantastic. The program that the Wiggles Concert for UNICEF is going to support is a water program in Timor. Timor's just an hour north of Australia, but 42% of people in Timor don't have access to clean drinking water. Proceeds from the Wiggles Concert are going to help UNICEF implement a program in 5 more villages to introduce clean water and sanitation facilities.
Everyone at the UNICEF benefit is looking forward to Jimmy Barnes' appearance. He's promised something special. He's seen his doctor and hopefully is able to sing.
Okay, I think to help wake up Jeff, we need an Australian rock legend. And there's one person that comes to mind. He was the lead singer of Cold Chisel. Oh, I think you know who I'm talking about. He's a family man, a generous man. He's a UNICEF ambassador, just like the Wiggles. Oh, I think he's going to help us wake up Jeff. Here he comes, Jimmy Barnes. Wake up Jeff!
Wake up, Jeff. Everybody's waking. Wake up, Jeff. I really need you. Wake up, Jeff. That you're missing all the fun now. Wake up, Jeff, before the day is through.
Wake up, Jeff! Wake up! Wake up, Jeff! Wake up, Jeff! Wake up, Jeff!
Wake up, Jeff. Everybody's wiggling. Wake up, Jeff. I really need you. Wake up, Jeff. Hey, you're missing all the fun now. Wake up, Jeff, before the day is through.
Jimmy Barnes, everyone!
And so to the very last song of the very last show of the Wiggles Australian Tour. And like every Wiggles performance, it's not quite like the one before.
Great thing about the Wiggles show, it's always evolving.
People often say, oh, is this a different show to the one you played last year? Well, it always is, but then it can be a different show to the one last week as well.
But if you can see it getting better, or you can see improvements, you can make improvements, make it communicate better with the audience, then we'll make the changes as we go. The bottom line is we want to make a show that gets better and better and better. The last show was history. Let's make the next one the best one we've ever done.
That's really the bottom line with what we do. We try to do the best show we possibly can for the audience, and sometimes that means it evolves as we go on.
Even though I think it's been really great, I think the tour was fantastic and the shows were the best we've ever done. Until the next shows we do.
Fantastic audience. We've had a great time today. We hope you had fun too. Bye.